So back to last
She's
week
here.
meeting.
She's here.
Okay.
She's here. She started
Okay.
recording. Hello, good morning,
Okay.
everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Hello, good morning. Okay, I don't know what happened, but I was waiting for every other person too. So I used the wrong link. But the link that I sent to us is the link we've been using. Is a recurring link.
Exactly.
Please, can you hear me? Because I have a bad
Yes, ma'am.
voice. So I'm
Yeah,
trying
we
to
can
strain
all
my voice so that
hear
we can
you.
all hear.
No problem.
Okay. So good morning everyone. How was our week?
Just fine, ma'am.
Okay,
Fine.
that's great. That's good. You're welcome once again. Permit me to share my screen.
Hello.
Hello, I said permit me to share my screen. We'll be starting right away. So today we are going to be talking about understanding the computer desktop and the window environment. When we mean the window, we mean the computer environment, the desktop. What does it comprise of? What does it look like? The things that are on it, what do they mean? These are the things that we're going to be looking at today. But who can remind us of our topic for last week? What did we talk about last week?
Computer storage.
Computer storage, good. And what are the classes of computer storage we have?
Computer storage, external devices.
Computer storage. Then we talked about short-term storage and the long-term storage. Then we talked about the volatile and the non-volatile. The volatile are the primary, the
I'm giving you
non-volatile are the
example.
secondary. And under the volatile, we have the RAM, the cache, and under the secondary volatile, the non-volatile, which is the secondary, we have the hard disk, hard drive, flash, and memory card, blah, blah, blah. So that's it.
Very good, very good. And so last week we talked about computer storage, and we said it's a process where computer is able to save information for a long time, which may be permanently or temporarily. And we said we have the volatile and we have the non-volatile, the one that keeps it
Like
for a
Jeffrey
while
Shorito.
and the one that lets it go for a while. Okay, so we'll be looking at how these stored data, how we can create them and how we can display them. And that's why today we'll be talking about understanding our computer desktop and the window environment. So at the end of this lesson, you must be able to discuss the parts of the start menu. You must be able to explain icon. You must be able to identify the taskbar, notification area, and the icons. There's a noise from somewhere. Please mute yourself. Must be able to identify the notification area and their icons. Must be able to locate the recycle bin to log on and log off the computer. So first, let's go to computer desktop environment. Now, a desktop environment is like a workspace where you can access any computer component, any application that you want to work with. And some of the components are the start menu, the taskbar. If you can see my screen, this is a Windows 10 desktop environment. We have the start menu, we have the taskbar, we have the icon, we have the recycle bin, we have the restart, we have when you want to ask your system to sleep, when you want to shut down, when you want to log off, and we also have the control panel. Okay, let me quickly share my computer screen so that you can have a better understanding of what I'm talking about. Hmm.
Hold on.
I'm trying to share. Okay. Okay. Can you see my computer?
You can see it.
Okay. You can see my computer, right? So now this is my computer screen. Can you see my desktop? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, good. So now
Yes,
this is a typical example of what a computer desktop area looks like. This place where my cursor is a start icon. Once I click on it, I've clicked on it. It brings out all the
You know
applications.
this.
It takes you to every other place you want to go to on the computer. So this is basically the computer environment, desktop environment. We have the icons, we have the work area, we have the search bar. Like I was saying earlier, we have the search bar. This is the search bar when you want to search for. You might want to search for a document. You don't want to go through. You're not sure where you kept the document, but you remember the name. You can just search the name of the document and it will bring it out. This is the search bar. This is the task bar. We have the task bar. We have our notification area. Notification area shows you hidden icons. So basically, this is all we want to talk about today. What this entails. So let's go back to our PowerPoint. Okay, so we'll be looking at the taskbar, the icons, recycle bin, restart, sending your system to sleep, logging off, and control panel. So the first one we're looking at is our start button or our menu. Now, when you go to a desktop, I want to I want to open an application. For example, you want to open a Microsoft PowerPoint, you have to go to your taskbar. On the taskbar is where you have your start button. That start button is what leads you to every other application that has been installed on that computer. When you also go to your start button, there are other things you can find. You can find your 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 shutting down the computer when you want to hibernate your laptop, when you want to restart your laptop, when you want to turn it off, when you want to send your computer to sleep. It is a start button you go to. This is my start button. If you can see, this is my start button. Once I click on start for the Windows button, for the Windows desktop, this button here shows power. For example, if I want to turn, I'll click on power. When I click on power, I have three options. I can ask my computer to restart. I can ask, when you ask it to restart, what it does is it will close all the app, it will turn off the computer, and it will restart. You can ask it to shut down. When you ask your computer to shut down, it will close all the apps and it will turn off your computer. You can also ask the computer to sleep. When you ask your computer to sleep, you're indirectly telling it that see, be on no, I want it to be on. But while you are on, I want my applications to be on so that when I come back, I meet it where I left it. For example, you have a kind of computer that takes longer time to build, and you don't want to turn it down, you don't want to turn it off. So what you just do is you tell it to sleep. Once you tell your computer to sleep, it will it will keep your applications open the way they are. It will go off. Once you come back, all you just need to do is shake your cursor, shake your mouse, or just press a key. The computer turns up immediately. So that's what the start button is meant for. So let's go to icons now. When you switch on your computer and you come to your desktop environment, the first thing you notice are some small pictures, some small logos. Those small logos or small pictures on your screen are what we call icons. A lot of times these icons they're usually shortcuts to applications that have been installed or programs that have been installed on your computer. So once you want to, instead of you to go to your start menu, if you have your icons on your computer screen on your desktop, all you have to do is double click on it, or you right click and tell it to open. Once you do that, it opens that application. A lot of times when you're installing programs or your software applications. By the time the program is installed, it will ask you, do you want to create a shortcut icon? If you say yes, after installing, it creates an icon on your desktop where you can easily double click on it for easy access. So the third thing we can find on our window environment, we can find the taskbar. Now this is a taskbar. The taskbar is a long bar that displays different shortcut icons in a way. They usually found at the bottom of every computer screen. It shows you programs that you have opened. It shows you programs that you have not opened, but you can easily have access to also. It can allow you to switch between programs at the same time. If you look at this image here that I have on my screen, if you can still see my screen, this is the Windows 10 taskbar. If you're with your system, you can cross-check to confirm that it looks the same. If you're still making use of a Windows 8.1, this is how your taskbar will look like. And this is how the Windows 7 taskbar looks like. This is how the Windows 19.8 taskbar looks like. So every computer desktop has a taskbar displayed on this desktop. We also have a notification area now. A notification area, because your taskbar cannot be bombarded with so many shortcut applications. So what the notification area does is it hides some icons and displays and brings it out with the show of an arrow. For example, now this is my taskbar, and the notification area is usually found on the taskbar. When you come here, there's an arrow here. You can see it's saying that it shows hidden icons. It's once you click on it, for example, I'm taking case of mine. When you click on it, you see mini icons. These mini icons are usually there for system functions a lot of times. And these system functions are usually functions like your antivirus settings, the volume of your system. Sometimes it also shows you when you insert an external storage device, maybe your modem, maybe your flash drive, your external hard disk. It shows you Bluetooth. Mine shows me Bluetooth. When I want to connect my system to a Bluetooth device, it shows me that I can check the settings of my Bluetooth. It also shows you um, like my this Zoom meeting now, that is where it hides the icon. So when you want to access any of this icon, all you have to do is to click on it to have an access to them. She could also show you some messages concerning your computer updates. For example, the performance of your system, how the system is performing very well. That is what the notification area does. It hides the icon in many way, and then when you click on an arrow, it shows it. Okay, so let's continue. We also have the recycle bin. Anytime a new Windows is installed on a computer system, before you install any other program, the recycle bin always shows there. It is an icon that is always on the desktop, except you delete it. But if you do not delete it, you find your recycle bin as an icon showing on your desktop. Now, what the recycle bin does is that the recycle bin houses any file that you delete. Anything you delete from your computer system, the recycle bin houses it. You don't need them again. You delete them. It goes to the recycle bin. After you delete information and it goes to the recycle bin, you can go back to the recycle bin to restore it. You can restore the information. If you do not want to restore the information on the recycle bin, you can go to the recycle bin and delete it. Once you delete the information, it deletes permanently. When you're deleting information from your computer and you do not want it to go to your recycle bin, when you want to delete, you press your shift, you hold down your shift key and you press your delete key. That way, it doesn't go to the recycle bin, it deletes permanently. So the recycle bin is also another icon that shows on your desktop. And we also have log off. What log off does is that you tell your computer that when you tell your computer to log off, sorry, please. When you tell your computer to log off, what you're telling it is that it should it's actually a form of sleep, but you don't have the word sleep because it's a computer. It is laptop that uses the word sleep. So it doesn't what it does is you don't find any lights, you don't find any sound. It doesn't also respond to the movement of your computer. What it does is it will just go off. So it does not sleep. It will not sleep, but it will go off. That's log off. It's usually found on the computer. So when you say log on is like you're building it, you're starting it, and it indicates that your computer is on. So you can perfect that. So the sleep mode is like the standby mode, which it uses minimal power. It doesn't use a lot of power. And when you want to come back to your computer, you just press a key. And once you press a key, your computer comes up for the sleep mode. Another another thing I want us to look at in our Windows environment is a control panel. Now, control panel has lots of information. The control panel basically is like the systems area, the settings area, pardon me, the settings area of your system. Whenever you want to perform any settings of your computer, you want to install, you want to remove an installed program, you want to adjust the settings of your computer, you want to check the internet status, you want to view the devices that has been connected to it, you want to check the time, you want to check the kind of language that you want your computer to use, you want to change the theme, you want to put a picture in your desktop, you want to check your account, you want to set your password, you want to do lots of settings. That is what the control panel is usually used for. That's basically all we'll be doing today. So before I ask my questions, do we have questions? Do we have questions? If you have question, you can raise up your hand and you can unmute. Okay, Queen, go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, my question is this control panel you talked about now,
Yes,
where where can it be located in our system, like a laptop?
like a laptop. Okay.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
for example, I'm going to share my screen now and I'll show it to you. I'll show you two ways you can locate it. Okay, so
Okay.
if you can see my screen, if you can see my screen, I've taken my cursor to the start bar. Can you see it? I've taken my cursor to the start icon. I want to click on this start. I've clicked on it. Now, this is Windows 10. If you're using a Windows 10, you see this second icon here that looks like a J that says
Is it
settings.
the
You see?
setting?
Yes, I've clicked on it.
Okay.
Now, this is my control panel. The reason why it's
Okay.
showing settings is because this is an upgraded Windows. Do you understand?
Okay.
But control panel is basically the settings of a computer. If you come here, you see settings. So this is basically the control panel. It houses every settings that your Windows that you can make to your Windows. Alternatively,
Okay.
you can come here to your search bar and type control panel.
Okay.
It has brought it out. You can see it. So I'm going to click on it. Now, it has brought it out in another form. So you can either go through that way or you come to the screen.
Because I was trying to use the search bar to locate the control panel. The system just went back to, I don't know,
Okay, you can try it
to,
again.
okay.
So I've shown you two ways. You can either go through settings. When you go through settings, is brother. You have brother settings. But if you go through the search bar, control panel, then you click on it, then it comes up. So that's it. You can
Okay,
go
ma.
back. So that's it. Does anybody have any other question? Hello, do we have questions today? Why are we quiet? The class is quiet. Is it because of my voice?
Not really.
Okay, it's simple. Today's class is very simple. There are things that we are very
It's
familiar
more
with.
like
So,
what we used to every day.
it's not a big deal. I said it now. Everybody will have A in this course. It's obvious. Okay, so I
With
would
your
ask
help,
my
ma.
question. I'll ask my question. Since everybody. Okay, so who can tell me? I want you to tell me 5 functions that we can perform in the control panel of a computer. What are 5 things that we can do?
5 functions.
Okay, go
Number
ahead
You
and
one,
can.
speak.
Okay.
Um,
Go ahead.
okay,
number one, you can number one,
Ashaya.
you can the the setting of the computer mouse.
Yes.
You can set your computer mouse in the control panel. Number
What kind of
two, you can
setting?
Ashaya, go ahead now. Talk.
your computer mouse maybe is not functioning
Okay.
well. Number two, you can you can work on the keyboard properties,
Okay.
settings of the keyboard properties.
Okay.
Number
Good.
three, you can install and uninstall, or you can add or remove software in
Yes.
the
Very
control
good.
panel.
Yes.
Number four, you can you can change your password, setting of password,
Yes. Very good. That's correct.
setting of password.
Yes.
That's what I
Okay.
can
That's
recall.
very good. That's very good. That's very good.
No,
Let's clap
number
for you.
5, you can
Let's
also
clap for you.
change your user, the name of your user, and the rest.
Okay. So
The
you have
computer
mentioned
user.
one. So you give us 4 more.
Then you can add your a picture.
Okay. Good. You can add your picture. What other things can we do in our control panel?
You can set your time, your date and time.
Good. You can set your date and time. Very good.
You can also work on check your internet status through the control panel.
Okay. Very good. Okay. Let me ask us a question. If I don't want the shortcut of my browser to show on the desktop, I mean the work area, I don't want it to be an icon there. I'm using Google Chrome, but I don't want
Okay.
the shortcut to be on my work area on the desktop. I do not want it to be on the taskbar. Where else can I keep it on the desktop?
Inside a folder.
No. I mean directly on the desktop.
Your bookmark.
My what?
Bookmark.
Book? No. No.
What about hiding the apps on your desktop?
Startup page.
What about hiding it where?
You can just hide the apps on your desktop.
Where am I going to hide it?
You should just hide it from showing on the desktop.
And where?
The start button.
No.
No,
I
on the
want it to
desktop, you
be
just
I want it to be an icon. I want you to listen. I want it to be
okay.
an icon, but I don't want it on the work area. I don't want to see it on the work area. I don't also want it to show on the taskbar. Where can I keep it?
Let me understand. You don't want it to show on the taskbar at all. And
I
you
don't
don't
want
want it to be on the desktop too.
I don't want it to show the
Maybe
task.
your recycle bin, ma.
No, not the recycle bin. There's this when you click start on the stats, when you
Mhm.
click your start, it can be showing there.
Yes.
I don't know what it's called. I think the menu, whatever. When you click
The
start,
start
it
That
button,
can
yeah,
show.
the menu
if I
button.
click on start, it's not going to take me to it as an icon. It's going to take me to the main program. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If I click on start, it will direct me to the
Mm-hmm.
main program. You know, start leads you to all the programs and applications that have been installed on your computer. But it's not all
Yes,
the
ma'am.
time that you want to go to start to be searching, because you have to scroll. You have to get to G before you now click on it. So you can alternatively create a shortcut on your desktop. So I just double click on it, Google Chrome. Or you can attach it to your taskbar. Do you understand? But I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
attach it on my taskbar.
Just pin it there. Yeah, pin it on the
I,
task.
I don't want to put it on my taskbar, and I don't want it to display on the desktop, on the work area. Where can I hide it? You know, I'm even using the word hide. Where can I hide it? We are thinking, Abby.
I'm thinking if you should put it on the recycle bin, it
Can't
can
be
you
the
can restore it.
recycle
I
bin.
think.
Okay.
Just looking at possibility where to hide it.
We talked about
So
it today. Oh.
What about the
Use
notification? The notification.
Thank
Use the
you. The notification area. That is where you can hide. Remember, I said the notification area. It has mini icons where you can hide icons in it. Are we together? You can hide
yes.
icons in it. So
Can
it
I
can
ask
be.
you a question, ma?
Yes, go ahead.
At the notification area,
Yes.
the icons there, I think they are just temporary. They are not permanent. I
But
think
you
when you
can.
shut down or when you close, it doesn't stay there permanent. I
It
think it
does.
keeps. I don't know from.
It
Oh,
does.
okay.
It does.
So I can pin an icon there.
Yes, you
I can
can.
pin an app on the icon on the notification area.
Yes, you can.
Oh, really?
Yes, you can.
Nice.
You
It's good
can.
to learn.
You can. As long as it's an installed program, you can keep it there. Okay, so I took us through some mind work right there. Okay, let me ask us another question.
It's good.
I'm going to ask another question. Okay, so now I installed an app on my system. I installed the program. Are we together?
Yes, ma'am.
So after installing the program, I discovered that I forgot to ask it to create a shortcut for me. And after that, it installed. There was no shortcut on the desktop for me to click on it. And I need to access the program. Where do I go to?
the search
Type in
icon.
The search icon. Oh, very good. Oh, that's the easiest way for me. Okay, what if I don't want to go to the search icon? Where do I?
the start menu.
The start menu. Beautiful, beautiful. That's beautiful. So you can see that today's lesson is a very simple, and it's a very easy one. A very easy one. Okay, so what about a situation whereby I do not want to clog my recycle bin with too much information. I really do not need this information, and I do not want it to go to the recycle bin. How do I delete it?
You press your control key, then delete, ma.
No, ma.
It's shift.
Shift.
Sorry, your shift.
Thank you, Timilein. It's shift. You hold your shift key and then you press your delete. And so it
Sorry.
deletes permanently. Okay, now
So
let me
when you
ask
the
you a
control
question. Let me ask another question. How long
now,
can How long can
when the
information
controller
deleted, how long can it stay in the recycle bin?
90 days, I think.
90 days.
90
Another
days.
answer.
It could be there for a very long time,
A very
forever.
long time.
As long as
You need it.
yeah, as long as you didn't enter
You need
the
it. As long as we need it.
Forever.
Forever, exactly. Once you delete your information and it's in the recycle bin, it can be
Forever.
there forever. Yes,
Yes.
forever. Timileyin. It can be there forever,
Okay.
except you go to the recycle bin to delete it. When you go to the recycle bin, you have two options. You can even restore that information back to your computer. You can restore it back. You can delete a movie from your system and it can be in the recycle bin for years. As long as there's nothing wrong with your hard disk, your system is intact, and you can restore that movie back. It can be a file that is heavy and large. No matter how long you delete it, it stays in the recycle bin until you either restore it or you delete it finally. Okay, so I'll ask one more question and I think we'll be done for today. Hmm. Okay, I know we'll know this one if I ask us. Now, what happens? What happens when the okay, those of us who grew up using old computers had to keep emptying the recycle bin. That's from Timileyin. You had to keep emptying the recycle bin repeatedly. Well, I think even before now, recycle
yeah,
bin.
I wanted to ask question.
Okay, go ahead and ask a question.
Yeah, is the part of what was about saying. I think what happens sometimes when you want to empty, like you want to empty your local disk, delete those apps from the disk. I discover sometimes is
Your
when you
network is
delete
bad.
from your system,
I
those
can't,
ones are
I'm
still on the
sorry, I
recycle
didn't
bin.
get you. The network is bad.
Okay, but what I'm saying, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
What I want to ask is, or what I want to declare of is, when you want to clear or empty your reduce the space on your hard disk,
Yeah.
you want to empty your local disk, okay, and you delete files, maybe movies on the system or desktop, and those systems or those files or apps are still on
God,
the
can you type
recycle
it in the
bin.
chat
Must
box?
you
I can't
automatically
get you properly.
empty
It's even
your
breaking.
or reduce or empty the space on your local disk?
I'm sorry, I didn't get
Lawrence,
you.
please
Can you type it?
text, please.
Yes, I'm sorry, I didn't get you. Okay, so let me go back to what Lane said. Using old computers really has nothing to do with emptying the recycle bin. I think it's just a notion that we just created in our mind that okay, recycle bin. As long as you have deleted it, why is it going to the recycle bin? Let me just delete it, Joe. And so we just delete it. I don't think the recycle bin from the Windows of 1995 and all that had an issue with I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure. But I think we just deleted it because we felt I've deleted this thing now. What are you doing there? We really did not understand the advantages of having a recycle bin. But the truth of it is that today's recycle bin can keep information. I have documents that I've deleted since 2013 on my laptop, and I went back and I still found them there. 2013 to 2021 is about 8 years. So you can imagine. So that's it. So I'm waiting for Lawrence's question. I want him to type it. It's trying to say that I'm not sure I could hear him well. That when you want to empty your local disk, what you do is you delete, and all those information you delete, they go to the
Can I say
recycle
it
bin.
again?
Okay, say it
Can
again.
I try to explain?
Okay, try to explain.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is when you delete, you want to create space on your local disk, your C column. No,
Yes,
you delete movies. You
yes,
try to delete movies or music. You delete those things, and it goes to the recycle bin. Automatically, it does not create that space that you want until you empty the recycle bin. So I want you
yes,
to like throw more lights. I think that's what I found out.
yes. That's because, well, when you delete, it's not all the size, it's not all the space that is being occupied. For example, if you delete a 1 gig file and you do not delete it permanently and it goes to the recycle bin, when it gets to the recycle bin, it's not going to occupy 1 gig space. It will occupy some space, but it will create some other space for you too in your local disk. So you know what
Okay.
you will do now? I'm going to give us an assignment because I wanted to say something again, but I just stopped. Now,
No, please say it, ma.
no, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you, which storage space does the recycle bin occupy? You know, we talked about storage space last week. So if you can't give me the
Yes,
answer
ma.
now, that's the first thing I'm going to ask us next week. Which storage space does the recycle bin occupy?
So we should
Are
give
we
you the
to
answer now,
answer?
ma.
If you have the answer now, you can give it to me.
It's
The
the
RAM or the
non-volatile.
cache?
Is it what?
Either RAM or cache, which is under volatile.
It can't be RAM. It can't
It's
be
non-volatile
Cache,
storage, ma.
it is.
non-volatile. Okay, so which of the non-volatile?
Hmm. You. Hey, see what?
Which kind of wahala now? Someone should say something. Come on.
The local disk.
Lawrence,
That
leave
is
me,
the
oh.
hard disk.
The hard disk. Thank you.
Exactly, the artist. That's good. That's true.
What am saying that? Oh, Lawrence, you're a darling.
The hard disk.
It takes up the hard disk and it still takes space though. So it's always best
After you
you
don't kill me, finish.
you delete your heavy files. If you're trying to create space, there's no point taking them to the recycle bin. You can only take files that you're not sure that you need them now. Just keep it them. Okay, so for me, I think we have come to the end of today's class. Mojibola is on our way from Ibadan to Abuja. Okay, we wish you safe trip. Are you going by train? Is that train from Ibadan to Abuja? Or you're going by road or you're going by
No,
air? Please be safe. The road is something else. But whichever one, the Lord will keep you safe. You'll get to your destination safely.
amen.
Okay.
We pray
So
for you.
I do not know if we have another thing to say, but for me, that's the end of today's class. I've not been able to do the video because my voice has even just cleared now. Maybe because I've spoken a lot today. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll try and
I
I'll try
pray
and
for
run the
you
video
this
on
morning.
lesson 4 and lesson 5 and hopefully lesson 6. So we have 3 more classes to go. I know you're excited, right?
Mm, mm.
I'm excited too because a lot of work. Doing videos, lesson notes, and then so that everybody can focus on other things. You can also start to focus on your TMAs. An exam starts November 9.
Where is our TMA for 107 coming up?
It should be up by the end of this month. That's when TMAs will start.
Hey,
But they are
for
very
GST
simple.
TMAs have started now.
Oh, GST TMAs have started. Okay, don't worry.
Yes,
They
TMA
could
one
also.
for GSTs.
Okay, so it may also come before then, but you don't have anything to worry about. Nothing to worry about. After our class,
Oh,
I'll try and see how we can
when
fix
are
it.
we having our revision, our exam revision?
We'll talk about that after the facilitations. Once we are done with our facilitation for this month, we can do it. If you like, you can do it a day before your exam if you want. You can do it a week before your examination, since it's a revision before the class. So we can also do it that way.
Yeah.
So whichever one
I
suits you,
think the day before the exam would be fine.
so that you will not read at
Oh
all,
no, do
Abby.
I trust you?
Yeah.
I
Lawrence,
bet.
Okay, so
Apple
that you
Marker.
no,
I
so
was
that you'll be able to
expecting
ask
that.
lots of questions. Abby, let me rephrase it. So that you'll be able to
Exactly.
ask lots of questions. It's good. Don't worry, you pass.
Oh
I'm I'm
Jesus.
I'm certain that everyone will pass in this course. So that'll be all
Amen.
for me. Does anybody have any other question? I want to end the meeting.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay. Sorry, ma. I want to ask a question,
go ahead, please.
but it's not a question from our class, our lectures. I mean, so
Okay.
it's a personal question because most of the times, when we register our courses, the course material they gave us, they only gave me one out of my 8. So I had to download the remaining one. So me transferring them from my phone to my laptop
Mm.
is a problem for me. I don't even know because I only did one. The one I did entered. The rest, if I send them, they won't reflect on my laptop. So I don't know.
Is
I'm
it
I'm
Bluetooth you
confused.
use?
No, I'm using my
Cord.
email. I'm sending them from my email to the laptop now.
Okay, you attach it to your email, then you now open your email on the laptop to download it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, I did.
you'll be using up your data. Why don't you copy it directly? What you can do is, since you already have them
Use
downloaded on your phone,
USB.
you can try to locate where it is stored on your phone. For example, if you have a folder like documents on your phone, you can make sure that all the course materials are in that folder. And you look for a USB cord, a USB cable. You connect it from your phone to the system, and then you view your phone on the system, locate where the course materials are on your phone, copy it, and paste it in the system. I don't know if I'm
Okay, ma'am.
communicating. That's the faster and
But
easier way.
she will pay. She will pay for this thing. Oh.
No,
She
I even
must
tried.
pay.
Similarly, so you've been laughing at me, ba. Don't
You
worry.
must pay. Ma, stop giving free lectures like this. So it's money. This is what we use in making money. Listen,
Thank
Eh.
I was even going to say hello. I was going to say if she can connect a laptop to a Zender application on her device, there is a code on the Zender app. She'll just enter it into a browser, and then everything on her phone will display there, and she can just move it
Yes,
from that browser straight into it.
yes. That's good. That
Our God
you see, this is another
there.
way. It was my younger sister that even
I
taught
beg.
me this Zender issue, this Zender way. That's another way you can do it.
Our
So you pick
boss
one of
in
it
the
to use.
house.
So you see, you're learning new things.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Thank you, ma.
try
Thank
it
you,
on.
everybody.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So is there any other thing to
Lecture
say?
be sweetie.
No,
No, mom.
I'm done for today.
Okay, I don't know why we have very low number of attenders today.
Queen is so excited today.
Yes, from my end, I sent the mail to
Honorable is not in
34.
the class.
I sent the mail to 34 people today, and I'm surprised that it's only 6 people that attended. I don't know what's happening.
No, we were even having 9 participants. So it wasn't 9, 8 plus UK. We were
Yes,
even
9,
having
8.
9. Oh. Probably
Yes,
other people left.
Mojibola excused herself. Ashaye
Okay.
has gone offline. Then there's this
Okay.
Olarewaju. I'm not seeing him again. But well, these are even the
So,
people that were registered.
mm, so they are not interested in our questions and answers.
Okay, no problem now. On the day we want to do revision for exam, I'm going to remove them. They will think it's play. They will just discover that they can't join the meeting. It's true. Because if you have not been coming if you don't come for the 8 classes, if you don't come for whichever reason, because I think no matter how busy you are, you have signed up for this, so you should be available. You can imagine what Mojubola has done, which I really commend her. She can decide to just go and nothing will happen, but she took a permission that she's on the road, which is what courtesy should demand. That is how to behave, because beyond the walls
Of
of this
course.
room, you will go out and you meet people. The way you behave will really matter a lot. You cannot just excuse yourself from where you're supposed to be. It's important that you do the right things. So on the day of the area of
Of course.
I'll see how many people will come that day. And they are the ones that will answer the questions. They will show us that they are our senior lecturers. That day they'll be the ones to answer questions. Yes, now since they have not been coming, they have probably been reading. So we excuse them that
Yes, they have.
Abby. So they'll be the ones to lecture us on that day. So don't worry, on that day, I'll
Hmm.
work towards it. I'll look at my just let me know when you'll be having it on the timetable.
Okay, ma'am.
Let me know when you'll be having it to work towards it. So I wish you all the very
Okay,
best.
ma'am.
Don't make trouble
Thank you, ma'am.
Everybody's going. What's happening? Some people are having network issues and challenges.
Ma, tell Lawrence. So Lawrence likes looking for trouble.
Lawrence has a nickname, Fish. His name is
Fish,
Fish.
oh. Pond fish.
I know him, we know each other, but I've not set my eyes on him for the last time I saw him was maybe 2015 or 16. He's no longer online. He has gone off. Maybe the network has locked him off. He's a radio guru.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a radio
We
guru.
attended his radio program yesterday, sir.
Oh, he ended his does he have a program he does? He specialized a dedicated program.
Yes, he sent us the link to join him on air.
Oh,
So
that's beautiful.
okay.
Okay, that's
Yes,
very good.
ma'am.
Similarly, are you a pharmacist? Do you work in a hospital?
This one a chemist.
No, it's not chemists. There are different people coming in and out. And similarly, do you work in an hospital? I can't hear you. Unmute yourself. Unmute.
I work in a hospital and this is the pharmacy session.
This is a hospital. This is not a chemist now. Uh-uh. Which hospital is that?
This is General Hospital Udegba.
Where is that? Egba? That's Ogun State.
Yes.
Okay, that's very good. So what do you do there?
So you are shining your teeth like that.
I'm shining my teeth. I'm an index tester here.
You're what?
I'm an index tester here. Test
Index
people living
tester.
with HIV. Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting.
Thank you very
That's
much.
interesting. Okay, don't let me ask you too many questions so they don't look too personal.
Confidentiality.
Exactly, exactly. It's okay. That's good. I like what everybody's doing. Our librarian, Olarewaju Balogoluwa, how is work going?
Very well.
Okay, okay. I wish everyone a wonderful day and a wonderful week. I know today's topic is like this is like ABCD now. Why are we doing this? It's so simple. I mean, why? Well, it may be simple to you, but sometimes we have to refresh our memories. There are things we work with. Some of us don't know the names of these things. We just know how to click on them. I can click, 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 click. But now you know the names, which makes you a professional. So that's the difference. Look, I wish everybody the
Yeah.
best. Have a wonderful week ahead and see you next week. If there'll be any
See you,
information,
ma.
I'll
Regards to
send it to your email.
Bye bye, ma.
Yes, bye, everybody. Bye.
the
All right, ma.
Mm.